Yeah, now it's a moment, and a home is who you share it with. I believe what the point is enjoying who you share it with. Joy is who you share it with.
I'm Tate. I grew up right outside Friend, Nebraska, be 3 miles east on a farm. My dad always kind of taught us work ethic, which when you're a kid you hated because we were always mowing his yard and everything, and I'd rather been out playing, but I guess kind of made me who I am today.
My name's Brielle. I grew up in Arapahoe, Nebraska, which is out in south central, out by Kearney area. Small town. Takes absolutely nothing to be nice to somebody. So that's something that our parents kind of taught us early on, and go to church every Sunday, regardless of what you did the night before. So, well, we have a pretty persistent sister-in-law, and I actually worked with her at the hospital, and I met her before I met Tate, obviously. And she'd always tell me, hey, I have this brother-in-law, are you single? And this was May. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I am. Like, sure, whatever. And long story short, she arranged for us to get together. And I guess you can tell your side of it too, but it's pretty similar.
Pretty similar. She just was like, so Tate, and I said, nope. Yeah, Amber.
And she's like, oh, Casey Donahue's in town. Let's do that. So she got tickets for Garrett, me, her, and Tate to go to the Bourbon in Lincoln. And we're like, okay, we'll both be willing to do that. And then, yeah, the rest was history, I guess. I was kind of running behind. Surprise. So I didn't really have time to think about it before. And then they picked me up, and Amber and I started talking, of course, right away. And I don't know, not too bad.
I wasn't really nervous, I guess, because I don't know, me and Garrett hang out a lot, so I was just like, yeah, worst comes to worst, I'm gonna hang out with my brother.
We went to a bar before, and so we had a little time to like introduce each other and kind of start to get to know each other a little bit. But it was loud in there, so we did more yelling than anything, I guess, if you want to call it that. He didn't really say too much. He told me that me and Amber were too busy talking amongst each other, but just very shy and reserved. But I also kind of liked that about him.
I'm not a very social, like right when I first meet someone, and she can just show up and talk to pretty much a brick wall if she wanted to.
We were actually in the concert.
There's a song by Casey Donahue, it's Kiss Me, and she's kind of funny, obnoxious, so when that song was playing, she was staring at me like.
And during that song, I just kind of like turned around and stared at him for a little bit. And I could tell he was looking at me because I saw him smirking, and he finally gave in and kissed me. I didn't have that planned. I didn't even know Casey Donahue sang that song. He gets water spots on my mirror. That's probably it. I don't know why it bothers me so much.
Sometimes she's not really good at time management. So we're late a lot.
Never late to work though.
Never late to work, but everywhere else we'll be 10, 15 behind.
I think how like genuine you are and easygoing. I don't feel like I need to act like anyone else around him. I can be authentically me and know that he'll be there and love me anyways.
Kind of similar, just easy to get along with. Like I like how outgoing she is. Like, she's not afraid to just meet someone new. I'm not good at that. I wouldn't say it very well, but she'd probably surprise me.
Yes, he is very resourceful and my handyman, so I have no doubts that he would be more than fine.
Beautiful.
I think a gentleman. That sums him up pretty well.
And I went with Garrett when he picked out Amber's ring, and it took him 6 times to decide because she didn't go with him. And I said, I'm not doing that. So I told her, like, oh, just go pick one out sometime and then give me the paper and like whenever I want to. I was going to put it off for probably quite a while yet. I don't know. Like the next day, I just kind of went and got it without even thinking about it. And after I did that, I was like, oh, I guess.
I remember talking to my roommate. This was after our first or second date, and I just kept telling her, I was like, I don't know what I like about him, but I really like him. And she's like, well, it sounds like things are going well. And then just after we kept hanging out, everything just kept falling into place, and it was so weird. It was like I'd known him my whole life. I don't know. You're kind of like, I don't know how to describe him. What do you think you would be? Do you know what she would be?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely a golden retriever after having one. Just will talk to absolutely anyone or anything. Like, that doesn't have like a filter, just doesn't care. Can meet someone and just be best friends with them in 2 minutes.
I was thinking like dog for you, just because I don't have a particular breed, but very easygoing and
Still haven't answered the question.
tempered. Oh, that's my answer. I want to say a cat, but you hate cats.
I was just thinking you better not call me a cat.
Well,
without her having any idea, she made it as complicated as possible. The plan, I had my brothers and my 2 sister-in-laws in on it. We were gonna go take pictures out in the sunset and everything. Get her to where we were at. I had to like talk to her on the phone for 20 minutes to like just drive here first. Like, oh, I'll just meet you. So then when we finally got there, we had a boundary collar on our dog, Mac. So we're walking out to take pictures, and it's past his boundary, and she's like, well, I'll just stay with Mac.
I was getting shocked.
So I almost yelling. I was just like, take his collar off, let's go. I finally got her out there.
So then we were taking our picture by the sunset or whatever, and Amber called me over. She's like, hey, why don't you come look at these? So then I turned around after we were looking at them, and Tate was on his knee after he tripped in a hole, of course.
Found the one badger hole in the whole pasture.
I think just becoming one. Like, I feel that way now, and it truly feels like we're married, but just getting the official title and becoming an actual Stutzman.
Just a good group of friends and family hanging out. Finally getting it all together and kind of be done with the planning also.
Well, I'm going back to school in May, so hopefully I'll be graduated in 3 years, and then we'll move back to...
Get out of Lincoln.
Yeah. Move back to the Milford area, and then probably end up calling that home. Hopefully some kids someday, God permitting, and probably another dog, yes, in the meantime. But I don't know. Hopefully lots of happy years ahead.
This is not what I'm good. Brielle, I'm just really happy we're finally here today, and I'm so happy that we're getting married. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you.
Tate. It's crazy to think we are where we are, but I'm so very lucky to have someone in my life like you. You were everything I didn't know that I needed. You're the most kind and genuine person I've ever met, and my strong and stable, and I truly don't know where I'd be without you. I just love you so much, and oh man, I can't wait for so many happy years to spend with you. I love you.
Open to steal my heart, and I'm waiting on you to kiss me. I've been waiting on you to kiss me, waiting on you to make your move. There's a window open to steal my heart, and I'm waiting on you to kiss me. Waiting on you, waiting on you, waiting on you to kiss me. Waiting on you, waiting on you, waiting on you to kiss me.